We took it all. We brought them to our land. An endless night, ember hot and icy cold. The rage of the earth. We made this curse. Carved it in the blood on our backs. We did not see. We could not, but she did. And in the end...
What will I become?
Senwa Saga. Hellblade 2.
Play it now with Game Pass.
Weighing in with soybeans and a baby show straight out of Northern Missouri, we have Soybean Festival. From Hayward, Wisconsin, at 73 years young with the world's largest muskie statue, put it together for Muskie Fest. Finally, packing a punch with fire dancing and a pet costume contest, the Roseau, Minnesota Fall Harvest Fest. One of these festivals could win $100,000 in the Cenex Hometown Throwdown. You decide. Cast your vote at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex, powered locally.
Hello, welcome to Unequal Prequel.
Hang on, prequel?
Yeah.
Did you say the wrong word?
No. Is this your funny bit?
Well, it was going to be, but you've ruined it now. To be fair, it turned out funnier than I planned.
I genuinely thought you forgot what we were doing instantly after though us talking about it literally a minute ago.
Oh,
I wasn't prepared.
My acting was just that good.
Well, I thought you were going to do another extra jazz hands. I don't know, legs and all.
I thought, I'll go into it and then I'll be like, hang on a minute. Did he say prequel?
Okay, yes.
Too late now. It's done.
Do you
sorted.
want me to go with it this time?
No.
Okay.
Let's just crack on.
Hello, welcome to Unequal Prequel. Yes, you did hear that right. That word is prequel. This is not an unequal sequel. We're doing Unequal Prequel. This is the first prequel review we're doing.
We've changed the whole concept of the podcast because this movie is so good.
Basically, we thought, oh my God, why have we just been doing sequels all this time when we could be doing prequels? Right?
Yeah.
Some might be saying we're trying to spread ourselves too thin. Some might be saying, lads, that's genius.
Hey, look, we'll do a sequel when there's a sequel. We'll do a prequel when there's a prequel. We may even do a requel when there's a requel, right?
Oh, yeah. We've done a midquel as well.
Yeah.
Because Minions was kind of a midquel sequel. So this is nothing new. Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Dave. That other voice you've just heard, his name is Rich.
Hello.
And we are Unequal Prequel. Yes. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of the normal stuff we normally do. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about a prequel. Funny that. And that prequel is, I'm going to get the full name for it because it's a bit of a mouthful, is Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga.
Yeah.
Because, we liked Fury Road and we thought, this is going to be a good film, right? This is going to be a good film. It's George Miller.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
It is a good film.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
I thought this would be more your film than my film, but before we get into that, let's go into your classic now, world famous.
Oh, bugger. Synopsis. Okay. So, as you might have gathered from the title, this movie is a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road, which follows a young Furiosa, as she is kidnapped from her homeland of the Green Place and, traded between warlords as some sort of bargaining chip, before taking her hideous revenge on everybody and becoming the absolute one-armed badass that we should know she is from the Mad Max Fury Road movie.
Yeah.
How's that for a synopsis without giving anything away?
It was pretty good, actually. This is a Mad Max Saga, so it is Maxless, which was...
It's not. Max is in it.
Come on now.
There is a shot of Max in it.
Okay, spoilers. Are we going down here?
Why not? And it's not a massive spoiler, is it?
It's not. There's a man looking down with his car, and that's Mad Max to you, isn't
It's Max. He's wearing Max's jacket. He's next to Max's car. He's eating Max's beans from his tin like he does in the movies.
Yeah.
It's Max.
Which version of Max? The Tom Hardy Max?
No, I don't think it's the Tom Hardy Max.
Do you think it's the Mel Gibson Max?
I think it's the Mel Gibson Max. I think it's before Max goes through that facial transformation into Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Okay, so, and I also think you meant like the cutaways at the beginning.
Oh, no. There's cutaways at the beginning and at the end, aren't there? Like,
yeah. It kind of works. Okay, so you've set the story. This is about a young Furiosa, basically. No longer played by Charlize Theron. She is now played by Anya Taylor-Joy. And there's, for half the film and the first bit of the film, is a kid whose name I've lost.
I can't remember, but I'm sure she's very good.
Oh, yeah. Alia Brown or Ilya Brown?
Yes. Alia Brown?
I was listening to Commode and Mayo the other day, or yesterday actually, and they told me how to pronounce her name perfectly, and I've already forgotten.
Yeah. Alia Brown, I reckon. Alia Brown? Anyway,
I think it's an I. I think it's spelled A, but you say it with an I.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyway, she plays young Furiosa. She's
great
very
as well.
There is a bad guy, Dementus, played by Chris Hemsworth. A lot of people said, I couldn't barely recognise Chris Hemsworth.
It's just Chris Hemsworth with a big nose.
It's just Chris Hemsworth with a big nose.
It's just Thor with a big nose, basically.
Yeah.
Perfectly recognisable. But really good job.
Maybe one of his best performances, right?
I mean, yeah, potentially.
Well, recently all we've kind of seen him is Thor, Love and Thunder and 4 films. And
it's definitely better than Love and Thunder, that's for sure.
Yeah. I can't really remember what else he's done recently, old.
Did he do what did we watch recently? The Extraction 2 we watched.
He's brilliant in that. Yes, great.
Yeah. I couldn't think of any. What was that Spiderhead thing?
Oh, the one on Netflix. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, you haven't watched it yet. Okay, that was reasonably good. He's in Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot.
See, I've forgotten all of this. Oh, okay. That won't be hard to do. Okay, no. So there's also some other characters. There's a load of our characters. There's who are the other main characters? Would you say Tom Burke?
So there's Tom Burke as Praetorian Jack.
Yeah,
who is kind of Furiosa's kind of mentor / love interest.
Yes.
What are you going to say? And then there's Lackey Hume as a Morton Joe, because obviously the guy that played Morton Joe in Fury Road died, didn't he?
I think so.
A Morton Joe.
But the Morton Joe in that also played the bad guy in the first Mad Max film, weirdly.
Yeah, and Lackey Hume in this one plays a Morton Joe and like the one-eyed, what's his name? Rizdale Pell or whatever his name is. The guy with one eye in Dementus's gang.
Oh, really?
That's the same person, yeah.
Oh, wow. There's loads of people doing 2 characters, because Chris Hemsworth's wife, Elsa Patake?
Yeah, she
plays
she does the one with that messed up mouth.
Messed up mouth, and she's also one of the people from the Green Place at the beginning.
Ah, okay. Yeah, how do you make a really beautiful person look horrible? Like, just smash him in the mouth with a hammer. So she's the one in Fast and Furious, right?
Yes.
She has Dominic Toretto's kid in Fast and Furious.
Yes.
And she's in Thor Love and Thunder too, isn't she?
I think so.
For 5 seconds.
I think that everyone's in Thor Love and Thunder at some point in that family.
Pretty much.
One of the brothers.
And kind of lots of the guys are back from like lots of the War Boys and stuff. So Josh Hellman that we talked about not long ago, because when we did X-Men, he's Scrotus, one of Morton Joe's sons. The other one's called Rectus.
Rectus is in the other.
Scrotus is as well, I think. I think they both are.
I just forget those
names. It just makes me chuckle. They're called Scrotus and Rectus.
Yeah. So, Rich. First prequel, did it work as a prequel to Fury Road? Did you want a prequel to Fury Road? Were you crying out for a prequel to Fury Road?
I was not fussed about a prequel for Fury Road. I was not crying out for a prequel for Fury Road. However, I do really love Fury Road, and Furiosa is the most interesting character in that movie.
Yes.
So getting a prequel and finding out how she gets her mechanical arm and stuff, and her story, I was kind of up for. but I don't think I was expecting it to be quite as good as it was.
Really? Because Fury Road is basically it's a massive chase film, isn't it? From one point, they get to a point and then come back. And I think a lot of people were going into this thinking it was going to be a lot of the same. Maybe it was marketed a little bit the same.
It's very isn't though. It's very much not.
Isn't. I wasn't quite prepared for that.
It's very much a revenge story.
Yes,
it really is. Like, and I'm there for that. I think it's all about revenge and retaliation, and I'm here for it. I really am. Like,
it's split into 5 sections. Each has a card with a chapter name, and it slowly goes through.
Does each
Furiosa.
chapter have a tree? Like each chapter's got like a tree theme, right?
It wouldn't surprise me because the green place that she's trying to get back to.
So there's the green place, which has got a tree, and then there's a bit where she cuts her hair off and it says it as a wig, and then that goes over the side and it gets attached to a tree, and then the first shot is the tree growing. To show the passage of time, and then there's obviously the tree at the end that I don't want to
ruin.
Do that. Isn't there like, I think that's it, isn't it? I think so. I feel like there's more. I feel there's like a tree link anyway, and there's all the way through she has this peach pit that she keeps from the green place that she's come from. Yes,
it is very nice to watch a film actually expand the wasteland a bit more, because in Fury Road it's like backing there again, but you do hear names of like Bullet Town and what's the other one? Gasland, what they call
it? Gastown, yeah.
Gastown and Bullet Town. Did you feel the need that you had to see Bullet Town and Gastown? Were you like, it just helped the story?
I'm there for it. I like expanding the universe, to be honest. I think that actually, I think what this movie does that a lot of prequels don't do is they kind of it enhances the next movie. It enhances Mad Max Fury Road because we get that fuller kind of experience. Whereas most prequels try to do that, but they tend to be quite unsuccessful. Yes. And I feel like this actually does add more to that movie. It makes it a lesser movie, a greater movie because of this one.
Well, the reason we've been putting off unequal prequels for so long is because
prequels are normally shit.
Prequels are normally shit, and good ones are a dime a dozen. So they promise a lot because you think, oh, I wonder how that character came that character. And a lot of the time, it's best not to know how that character came that character, or that character doesn't need a story to be told. But with Furiosa, I feel like there definitely was. Like, I was waiting a long time to see how she got rid of her arm. And I was like, oh, that's how, or how she grew into that great warrior that you see in Fury Road. So I was like, okay, I get this. This deserves a prequel. I'm on for this. When they first announced it, it's been going for a long time that there was no Charlize Theron. I was like, okay, I can get away because they want to do a much younger.
Yeah, younger Furiosa.
So that was fine. Anya Taylor-Joy is a phenomenal
She's
actress.
Great in this, right? She's so good.
So good. Just such a distinctive face.
And plays a really good range of ages as well. Like,
yes.
She's definitely de-aged in places digitally, I would say, but it doesn't massively stand out to me. I don't know,
no,
if it does to you, but it's very well done.
She's very little dialogue again through more than Fury Road, I would say, but not.
But it's
loads.
Beautifully shot and put together, like all these kind of movies. Do you not think?
I know, I do. I think Fury Road, it looks like everything's in camera. I know there are some bits that are not, obviously, and it's all stunt work. But in Furiosa, you can obviously tell when certain bits are not in the desert.
Do you think?
Yeah, massively.
It didn't take me out of the viewing experience. I didn't notice it. Which okay. It didn't for me. I didn't pick up on it.
I believe everything you see in Fury Road. I think that's just incredible, like what they did in that film. And when it came to some of the stuff, like even some of the digital backgrounds, I think were a little bit clunky. I mean, if you're not looking for it, once you see an example of it, it gets annoying. It didn't really detract the story or how much enjoyment, because this film was 2.5 hours or something, wasn't it? It was 2 hours, 28 minutes.
It wasn't short, but at no point was I
zipped through.
Yeah. At no point did I look at my watch. It finished, and I was like, "Oh, it's finished." I was enjoying it. I was really enjoying it, and that's the first time I can say that about a movie. I think this year, I was genuinely really enjoying it. Like there was
the whole cinema experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully immersed in it. Wasn't distracted by anything around me. I was really kind of into it, and I don't know. There might have been. No, I can't think of another movie this year so far.
Okay, what makes these films so special is not just visuals; it's the sound, it's the music. The
sound is so good.
Oh, it's so important to a film like this, and the music. It's just, man, it's loud.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's heart thumping. It's just boom, boom. But it's very much a different pace to Fury Road. It kind of in places and Road Warrior, to be honest.
Yeah,
the sequel to Mad Max. It had elements of Thunderdome a little bit.
Well, I was sort of thinking about the score, and I'm thinking maybe the sound. I agree with. I think was great. I think the score maybe isn't as good as Fury Road.
Okay. You
didn't have the driving guitar kind of
I
thing.
get with you, because Fury Road is epic.
It's epic, yeah.
It's up there. It's one of my favourite films. It's a wonder. How close to that are you trying to put it before we...
pretty close.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty close for me. This is going to be a high-scoring movie for me.
This is exciting. I'm excited when Rich likes movies.
I genuinely really enjoyed it.
Were you expecting that when you were going into it?
Not totally, no. I knew it was going to be good, but I wasn't fully expecting to really enjoy it.
Right.
And I really did. I can't think of anything to fault it, really.
Yeah.
I think apart from the score not sticking in my head, that's about the only fault I've got for it. Genuinely, I didn't see the CGI stuff that maybe stood out to you. It didn't stand out to me. And I genuinely enjoyed Anya Taylor-Joy's performance. I enjoyed finding out about Furiosa. There were loads of points from is this where she's going to lose her arm?
Yeah.
Is this where she's going to lose her arm? Or is she going to lose her arm here? Oh, these wrapped a thing around her arm. She's going to lose her arm here. Oh, no, it's here. Right, it's done. And then when it happens, it's oh, of course. Of course, she does it to herself.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, spoilers. We should have said spoilers.
People did at the beginning. Fury Road is based around that car chase, isn't it? And this one, I would say there's big set pieces, but there's a really big set piece, which again is evolved around to the
war rig.
The war rig, thank you.
Yeah.
But there are other set pieces in Bullet Town.
There are more set
Town.
pieces in this one, yeah, definitely. Because there's also Furiosa's kidnapping and her mother tracking her down.
I really liked that.
And picking off the motorcycle gang one by one.
That woman.
Love that. Amazing. And then her kind of transport. There's quite a few little mini set pieces where she's on the road with Dementus and his gang. And yeah, like you said, the war rig into Bullet Town. There's the war rig going to Gas Town where it gets attacked, and there's one there. But there's also the war rig when they go to Bullet Town, and it gets the whole town's taken over essentially, and they get attacked again. That's pretty cool. I just loved all of it, man.
Did you like old Hemsworth's stance to? He starts off a little bit mental, but by the end of it,
he's fully gone there, hasn't he?
Properly lost his mind in the wasteland, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I don't know if I knew he had that in him, and I think he's always been a good actor. And I think
there's a bit
4 and stuff.
Yeah, there's a bit where he Furiosa's beat him around the head. Again, this is spoilers, I'm sorry, but there's a bit where Furiosa has finally caught him and beat him around the head, and he has a seizure, and you're is he faking that? Is that? But I genuinely think that's he has an actual seizure.
Oh, really?
The character does. I don't think the character's faking it. He seems to generally kind of come round and stuff from it. I
thought you meant Chris Hemsworth had a seizure in the middle of the film.
No, I don't think Chris Hemsworth
Keep it
did.
in.
No.
Keep it rolling.
Keep it in. He's having a tonic clonic. No, keep it in.
This is great stuff. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it more. Is there anything you didn't really enjoy?
No, I don't think
this is incredible.
Like I've said, I don't think I could pick anything that I didn't like. What about you? Because I sensed that you didn't like it as much as I did.
Well, I didn't like it as much. Fury Town is up there. Fury Town.
Fury Road.
Fury Road.
Yeah.
Fury Town. Fury Road is up there. And I think you will be going into thinking this film is going to be a lot like that film. And I think the trailers make it look like it's going to be a little bit more like that film than what it is. And what I had and got, I'm not annoyed with. I just think it's not as good as that. But not many films are going to be as good as Fury Road.
No, I think it is as good.
Ooh,
but I think it's because but for me, it fills in the gaps of the questions I've got in Fury Road. It fills in some of the history and the lore, and it helps me to, like I say, I think it makes Fury Road a better movie, a more complete movie.
Yeah. Afterwards, I came out and was like, okay, I've got to go and watch
really
Fury Road
excited
again
if they now do a Fury Road sequel.
Well, I would like another Mad Max film, but we'll.
We took it all. We brought them to our land. An endless night, ember hot and icy cold. The rage of the earth. We made this curse. Carved it in the blood on our backs. We did not see. We could not, but she did. And in the end...
What will I become? Senua's Saga. Hellblade 2.
Play it now with Game Pass.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
I think we'll get into that. I hate to be those people. Like, go back to box office every fucking week.
Yeah.
But in 2024, it's coming more of a thing. Like, and cinemas are making it hard for themselves. That this is going to be out on digital in probably like 6 weeks or something. So people are not planning on seeing it, or
no,
maybe Mad Max isn't a sure bet.
It's not made its budget back yet, has it?
It is currently made. We're recording on a Monday, so it always comes out on a Monday, the update. And it's currently 11th in worldwide box office, and it's made just under $115 million. So it's number 11.
I bet it costs more than that to make.
I think 168 million estimated.
Oh, man.
Now, Fury Road, I think, made 500, 600 million, something like that.
I was going to say, because this is a $500 million movie, easy. Right?
Easy. Easy. I thought this would be a surefire thing. I thought everyone loved Fury Road. A lot of people have fond memories of the Mad Max films. It came out on Memorial Day weekend in America, which is a good weekend. Its only competition really was Garfield. The Chris Pratt film.
Really competition for this, is
it? Garfield beat it.
Really? Well, of course it did, because it's not. It's this kids' movie, isn't it? It's the 15. You're not going to take and it's quite a gritty 15 at that. It's not one for all the family.
Do you think it's a hard sell? It's not a Mad Max film. It is a Mad Max Saga. Do we want to see?
I think anyone who saw Fury Road and enjoyed it is going to want to watch this.
I'm with you.
Clearly fucking not.
These are the kind of films that the big screen is made for. Like this, June 2 kind of thing. This is...
You need to be watching this in the cinema, man.
With the sound up loud, just absorbing it. There's not many people can do what George Miller can do. George Miller's in his 80s and he's making action films like Fury Road and Furiosa. It's astonishing. He's making these young pretenders look, frankly, ridiculous. Of what he can do.
This is the problem, isn't it? Have we got many more George Miller movies in us?
Well, that's the sad thing. He's planning. He had one planned called Wasteland, maybe, and I think there's definitely he's got planned another Mad Max film. With or without Tom Hardy, I'm not sure. It'd be like a Bond, they just recast like they did after Mel Gibson. Yeah,
because Max, they explained that already. Max is the theory of Max. It's not he could be anyone. I like that.
Just a madman in the wasteland, and I think there's so many stories to tell. And I think Furiosa just enables that.
It relies on an unreliable narrator, right? Doesn't it? That's the whole point. Is Mad Max is a fairy tale. essentially.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Is that how you read about it? Or
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that's what George Miller said.
I just
right?
don't care if his face changes once in a while. There's just lots of stories to tell in the outback of, outback, the wasteland of this man who's gone through this stuff. And
exactly. Like, the timeline doesn't make sense because it's not a timeline of Max. Like, Max is a fairy tale told of the wasteland.
Oh,
right?
okay.
He's not a real person. He's an idea.
Also, when films are this good, does it matter?
Exactly.
When you're literally having that much fun, when a film can just pass you by in 2.5 hours.
No one sat there going, yeah, but what's the timeline of Odysseus and all the Greek mythology stuff? Like, no one's asking that. So, yeah, I think
it does. Each film, like Furiosa, does it as well. It does a little bit of trying to tell you what happened and how the world went wrong. Like there's like radio reports or news clippets or something like that playing in the background, and you think, okay, I got it. Yeah, we fucked up again. Gotcha.
Yeah.
The Earth's gone tits up. Radio,
it's all our fault. Nuclear
bombs.
war.
Wasteland now. Everyone's slowly going crazy, fighting for themselves for water, food, whatever. And you think, okay, I'm in it now. Let's have some fun. And Furiosa is mental. Not Furiosa is mental. Fury Road is proper mental. Like, when that came out, I don't think people expected how hard that went.
No, that's true. Especially because we hadn't had a Mad Max film since 1985.
And that had Tina Turner singing, we don't need another hero, and Master Blaster and weird things. Like, Mad Max Thunderdome is strange.
Yeah, oh yeah. But it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, it is, I mean, it's not a brilliant movie, but it's brilliantly weird.
Oh yeah.
Like,
again, George Miller is making films that no one else is or was.
I just think Mad Max 2 is the best of the original three.
Road Warrior.
But yeah.
Mad Max 2 is more like Fury Road. It's like just one big chase. And what they were doing in that film way before what stuntmen were doing in Mad Max 2, Fury Road, is insane. No, why do I keep calling? I'm getting the names all completely wrong. Road Warrior.
Yeah.
Anyway,
gotcha.
Furiosa is struggling at the box office. What they should do with Furiosa is just leave it at the cinemas and people will go see it, I think.
Yeah.
They've got to expand this gap between getting it on the cinema and then getting it on TVs. But I also get the people understand that the cinema is expensive.
What I say is, do not watch this movie on the TV until you've seen it at the cinema. It needs to be seen on a big screen. It is not a TV movie. It is a cinema movie. You have to go and sit in the dark and experience it. Like, please, if anyone is listening and they're on the fence about whether they should go and watch Furiosa or not, bloody go and watch it at the cinema. You will kick yourself if you don't.
It's big screen storytelling is what it is.
It is, absolutely. 100% that's what it is.
And if this doesn't do well, then our studio's going to give George Miller another 150 odd million just to make this, this massive studio.
People are going to give anyone anything anymore.
He is a director that is making a studio film, but it's kind of like an independent film at the same time because no one else is making films like this kind of thing. It'd be a shame if we don't get another story like this, just madness happening in the wasteland, and these kind of mental characters like Dementor's the Chris Hemsworth character, his motorbike where he's like a chariot with motorbike.
It's crazy.
Do we know how that works? No, but do I care?
And the fact that he keeps Anya Taylor-Joy because he wants to eat her blood. Like they're taking her blood, turning it into a blood sausage, and he's eating it.
It's that mental, guys.
Because he thinks that keeps him healthy. Wild.
It is wild.
And that's where we're introduced to the organic mechanic from who's in Fury Road, right?
He is in, yep.
He's in Dementis' gang to start with, and then he gets traded into Immortan Joe's gang along with Furiosa
to help with the wives. And you get snippets of what's coming. I think that's good, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I was delighted. Do you want to know how the audiences have reacted to it, like Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, I really do. I really hope they love it because I'm not sure I can take it if they don't.
Okay,
I don't want to be wrong on this.
Critics, 344 reviews. That's a lot of reviews at the moment. What do you reckon?
Reviews. 91%.
Okay. 90%.
Okay. I was close. I was very close. Yeah.
Mad Max Fury Road has 97.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Audience, over 1,000 ratings on Rotten Tomatoes.
88%.
Oh, you're very close today. Also 90%.
Ah! Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's definitely a 90s movie.
So what we're saying, guys, if you're listening to this and still on the fence, you're going to enjoy it.
It's bloody good.
It's a really good prequel, like, really good. Don't be afraid. There's a lot there they think, oh, a prequel, oh, it's not got Mad Max in, oh, whatever. It's really good. Like,
but he is in it for like...
Not enough to satisfy
30 seconds.
You see the back of him.
Yeah.
What was your highlight? What was your...
Actually, I think the end is my highlight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really like the end in the way that they've done it, told by, like, what's he called? The History Man.
Yes.
There's a guy in it all the way through who's called the History Man, and he kind of tells Dementus facts. He's like a human Google, essentially. And he kind of narrates the end, but you're kind of left with it's like an unreliable narration. Like he's like, some people say this and some people say this, but I think this. And essentially, like, should I spoil the end? Or,
well,
it's a spoiler for people. Like, essentially, if you don't want to know what the end,
well, you kind of know the ending. You know that she gets through it because she's in Fury Road.
Well, yeah, but if you don't want to know the precise ending, then turn off now and come back in a minute. But essentially, she's carried this peach pit the whole time with her, and she feels like killing Dementus wouldn't give her the satisfaction that she'd need. And so essentially what she does is shoves the peach pit up his arse and leaves him to die as a tree. Well, it doesn't let him die. It keeps him alive with a tree growing out of him. Essentially, the tree takes its life from him.
It's quite the sight, to be honest.
Yeah, it's quite the sight. And he's living half man, half tree kind of thing. Yeah. And obviously torturous and
dark.
Probably the right end for him, really.
Yeah. My favourite bit was anyway, there's some action, really. The war rig bit.
The war rig's always
First time
great.
you get the war rig, and Furiosa's trying to get away at that point, actually.
Yeah, she's trying to escape, yeah.
But shit goes down, and
she ends up forming a bond with Praetorian Joe. Praetorian Jack, sorry.
Praetorian Jack. Which is an interesting relationship in the film.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it is kind of like this mentor, but there's definitely more there.
Yeah, they definitely kiss at one point, don't they? But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Well, let's do it. Let's do the question. Is it unequal prequel, yes or no? And what's the rating?
I think it's pretty equal. I think it's very nearly as good as Fury Road, and maybe might even become as good as Fury Road on a few more watches for me. I know, right?
Blow my mind.
I know.
I think it's not as good as Fury Road, and I would say not even close. But that's not a bad thing. Fury Road is for me, is like up there, proper up there.
Okay.
7 out of 7. Maybe, Mount Rushmore kind of, films. Like it's top 50 films of Dave's ever. Furiosa is a really, really, really good film. Richard's
Where does it sit in your year or your films of this year?
Oh, that's not very hard. Let me just look. As in, just the ones we've done on the podcast?
Reviewed, yeah. Ones we've done for the pod. Because for me, it's definitely the best one we've reviewed. I don't think I've seen anything better.
Let me just go to my lists. Okay, I haven't added this in, but... Okay, sequels we've ranked.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll be top.
Yeah.
But that isn't hard in our world of sequels / prequels.
True, I guess not.
This year.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a teaser for our 6 months to go until we talk about our best sequels of the year / prequels.
Yeah.
It's Dune 2 is very close. It's good.
It's not for me. This is a lot better. I enjoyed this a lot more than Dune 2.
I'm amazed that you enjoyed this because I thought you wasn't. I don't know why. I just thought there's not much talky in this film. There's not.
There isn't, but there is purpose to the action.
Oh, and that's
it's not
where
pointless. You go. Yeah, it's not pointless action for action's sake. there's purpose to it, and I love a revenge story.
It is a good revenge story.
It is.
Okay. Well, I'm delighted for you. I really am.
What would you give it out of 7? I'm really curious to know.
Well, wow. A good 5.5? 5.5? What did I give? I don't
know, yeah. What have you given other things?
Well, I don't know if I've got there in my watch along yet. It's not as good as Top Gun Maverick, obviously, and that's the highest rated movie we've got so far.
Well, yeah, it's not. I'm not going to give it 7 because I'm trying not to give 7s.
Well, you didn't even give Top Gun Maverick 7. You gave Top Gun Maverick 6.25.
6.25? Is that what I gave it?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is 6.5. I think is where I'm at. I'd watch this again over top. If you give me a choice, do I watch Top Gun Maverick or Furiosa? I'd watch Furiosa again.
Absolutely.
That might be recency bias, but
mental.
Because I only watched it yesterday. But I'd happily go and watch Furiosa again.
Did you find it weird walking out of a film you actually enjoyed, having a bounce in your step?
I know. I really did.
You've had a pretty shitty time recently, and you're like, oh, that was a good 2 hours to get away, 2.5 hours to get away from all that.
I watched it on a Sunday afternoon. I came out and the sun was shining, and it was a lovely warm day. And, it was I just really enjoyed it.
I'm glad.
I had a really good time.
Okay, so unequal sequel, but not in a bad way. Not unequal prequel, but not in a bad way. And I will give it... Okay. Yeah. I gave Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. We both gave that 6 out of 7.
Did we?
We must have been
We
drunk.
were idiots.
So maybe.
I'm never going to give people shit about their bad reviews ever
again.
Exactly.
So it's got to be, okay. Let's say a 6 out of 7, just because of the Shang-Chi rating.
So 6.5 for me, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, it's it's really up there.
That is a recommendation.
That is a strong recommendation.
I don't think there's going to be a better prequel this year. I mean,
I can't think of any other prequels this year. Oh, Quiet Place.
Quiet Place, yeah. We've got one, and
I've not seen any of the Quiet Place movies, so I don't really know.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
I should start with the prequel, yeah.
The premise is quite simple.
I know the premise.
Well, that's all you really need to know.
Bad aliens don't make any noises.
It's not connected to what happens in Quiet Place 1 or 2, so
yeah, cool.
You'll be fine with it. Anyway, Rich, see us out.
Yeah. I mean, if you disagree, agree, maybe you thought Furiosa was awful and you wish you'd never seen it. I mean, if you did, I don't know if you should be listening to us anymore, but, get on the social media, get on the emails, give us a shout, let us know what you thought, give us your views, and we'll read them out in the end of the month roundup. We're on all the social medias. Just search Unequal Sequel and we'll crop up. Or if you don't do social media, you can send us an email, unequalsequel@hotmail.com. Like I say, we'll read all those out in our end of month roundup. We're into season 6 now. As we're recording, we dropped a new episode today with Genevieve Hassan, which is one of my favourite episodes of this series. It's amazing. And so you really need to go back and listen to that. Also, listen to all the other interview episodes. They're brilliant. I would say that the sequel sessions, the extra bit of stuff that we recorded with Genevieve, is incredibly good. I really, really think you should go back and listen and have a listen to that. To do that, you need to go to anotherslice.com/unequal sequel. And for just $2.99 a month, you can join our subscription service. It gets loads of extra stuff, loads of extra things, including Disenfranchised, Box Set Mentality, and the sequel sessions. There's 3 extra podcasts for your £3. There's less than £1 each. Come on, people. Get involved. But yeah, we'd love to see you on there. Become one of our super special slicers, and we'll love you forever. Because, that's the kind of guys we are.
Perfect. Yes, next week we are back to Unequal Sequel, and we are reviewing Bad Boys 4. Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that before Furiosa.
I've watched all 3 of those films at the weekend, and I cannot wait for it.
I think Furiosa's safe for my movie of the year so far.
Well, if Ride or Die is disappointing, I'll be broken man. But so we got that. Also in the week, we will be coming out with Rich is going to watch a Rambo film for the first time ever on Disenfranchised, another slice. So that'd be exciting to hear his thoughts about that. And like you said, season 6 rolls on. We may have 12 people all lined up now. Don't want to get everyone excited. I can sleep easily when that happens. So I've got nothing else to say. So it's a bye-bye from me, bye-bye, and a bye-bye from him.
Bye!
See you on the next one, sequel to this one. Bye-bye.
I liked a movie, Dave.
I cannot believe it. I'm frankly shocked by that.
I think people listening think I don't like movies.
Well, I thought that, but then I've gone back and watching them again, and we gave Afterlife, you gave 6 out of 7. You gave Rocky IV, the director's cut, 5.5 out of 7. Spider-Man No Way Home, 5.5 out of 7. Jackass Forever, you gave 6.5.
I loved that movie. I had so much fun with that movie.
So you do have fun with movies. So,
I do. That's true.
But then you also gave Matrix Resuscitations, whatever it was called, none. You gave Home Sweet Home Alone, half. And you gave Jurassic Park Dominion, half. You are harsher than me.
All fully deserved.